Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Nearly 90's. We are your host, Bryce and Jonah, coming back with you with coming back for episode 6.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a little bit of time. We've been busy with all of our other shit we've been doing. So
Since New Year's, yeah. January was a busy month.
hell yeah, but we're back into it, going strong. And we got a good solid list going out today. We got the Flash trailer. We're gonna be talking about that. We got some Attack on Titan news. We're gonna be talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and then also the season finale of Chainsaw Man. So, with all further ado, let's get into this. And what did you think of that Flash trailer?
I thought it was really good, honestly. I can see why they didn't cancel it.
Oh yeah, I, I've, it is. I haven't been excited for like a DC movie in a while, so this one has definitely excited me. I mean, I was excited for Zack Snyder's Justice League, but other than that, like none of the other DC movies that come out recently have caught my eye.
Yeah. I thought it was really good. I know everyone was wondering if they were going to cancel it. I didn't think they were going to cancel it. I thought, if anything, they were just going to push it to HBO Max only or just straight to streaming.
No, and I mean, I guess we should kind of. The reason why is because freaking Ezra Miller's. I don't even know, but he's being bad.
Unhinged.
He's unhinged, man.
He's criminally excited for the
Yeah.
Flash to come out.
Oh man. He's like, there's two of me, you guys. Two of me.
Do you still think they're going to do a Reverse Flash, or do you think that they'll stray away from that? Because it does seem extremely loosely Flashpoint based.
I don't know, cause at the end of one of the trailers that I watched, it's like these are the comics it's based on. So, I mean, maybe I don't truly know if Reverse Flash will be in this.
I think if it is, it's going to be something pretty predictable, like just an alternate universe Barry. Even the dumb one he's with, maybe.
Evil Barry.
Yeah, it could just be the dumb one he's with playing dumb.
Yeah.
I think that's an obvious pick. I think it'd be cooler if it was just Barry fucked up the timeline and now Zod's the main villain.
I think that would be really cool too, because I mean, it also puts up the question, like, where is Superman now? Like, what happened to Superman? Did he just not come to Earth?
They might do the Flashpoint thing. There was a little snippet of someone who looked like really deprived in like a
So
cell.
that was
Red Sun. Well, not Red Sun, but
that was Supergirl.
Was it Supergirl? Because in Flashpoint they take Superman and
Yeah.
they throw him in like the Red Sun prison.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure they're kind of doing that, but with Supergirl.
Okay, and then
Because I saw Supergirl like punching people.
and they break him out or break her out.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool that I don't give a shit about the different ethnic swap for Supergirl. I think
I
she
don't
looks
mind.
cool.
Yeah.
Some people were saying she might be Zod's daughter.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be a cool twist on it, I think. I think that would be really cool.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm down for that, honestly. If they do that, and I guess we can't get by without talking about Michael Keaton in this fucking movie.
Yeah, I
Looking
guess
badass.
I guess he's taking the place of the Thomas Wayne Batman in the story.
Okay, that's fair. I
Which-
dig that.
I don't know how forced it's gonna be with him being there, because like he's just a random Batman they pulled from a different universe to help, and it just so happens to be Michael Keaton's Batman.
Do you think they're gonna do kind of like Spider-Man No Way Home?
What do you mean?
Like adding in all three Spider-Man, but Batmans, like Christian Bale.
Someone said, well, not someone, I don't know. It's been a floating rumor that there's one other iconic Batman from the series or from one of the Batman
I think
series
it's gonna
that's
be Christian Bale.
coming back. I don't know about that. I feel like if anything, it could be. I don't think George Clooney. Everyone keeps
Who else
saying
could
that.
it be?
What's the other one died? What was his name? He was in
Kevin
one.
Conroy?
No, well, Kevin Conroy is gone too, isn't he? But,
Yeah.
gosh, he was the live action one. He was between Clooney and Keaton, I think. He was,
Val Kilmer?
yeah, Val Kilmer's dead too, so it can't be Val Kilmer.
No, it
and
can't
George
be
Clooney
Val.
keeps saying no.
Yeah. It would either have to be Robert Pattinson or Christian Bale then.
Is that really the only options? Adam West is dead.
Exactly. There's not another option.
I guess.
And theoretically, it wouldn't be George Clooney because that's technically the role that Michael Keaton's playing because it's technically the same Batman.
Is it? Did
Yeah.
they just reboot it with George Clooney?
No, because they had. Not to mention that all the Alfreds are the same throughout that whole universe.
Oh, so George Clooney is a continuation of Michael
Yeah.
Keaton's? I never even put that together.
Yeah, and so is Val Kilmer's.
Oh God. Yeah.
So it goes the two Michael Keaton Batman movies, Val Kilmer's, and then Batman and Robin.
yeah, but they're all Tim Burton, aren't they? And they're all the same.
Technically,
they're
the
all
first two are
same
Tim
universe,
Burton.
then?
The first two are Tim Burton. I believe Tim Burton had an associated credit or something like that. He was like an associated producer on Batman Forever, and then he just wasn't involved in Batman and Robin because he was like,
These are stupid now.
he's like, what'd they do?
They're even too dumb for Tim Burton, and Tim Burton's
I think
fucking stupid.
I think Batman Forever could have been cool. Like I think it had a lot of cool themes that was going in the movie, but it was just too campy. I think if they did a different cut of the movie, because there was like a bunch of stuff that they cut out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But on Flashpoint, I think it's really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Some people don't like the whole like bringing back shit for the sake of nostalgia. If one thing that's cool that comes out of it, I really like seeing old characters that were limited by technology, and you get to see them move around so freely with like the use of CG and seeing them at their prime. How people probably wish they could have made them look in the movie, because seeing like the Michael Keaton Batman swooping in and kicking the shit out of guys with like a CG Batman was honestly pretty cool in my opinion.
Liked it. I thought it's probably the best way to do it too.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably do it with a stunt double too, but like then you'd have to like do stuff with the face.
Well, not even CG related. I just think it's really cool to see an old superhero movie being brought back and the character being brought back in their prime with prime technology.
Absolutely. I love freaking Michael Keaton is one of my favorite Batmans, so like.
But do you think they'll do evil Keaton?
Like him killing?
Part of my thing is I don't know. I want the main villain to just be Zod, but I don't think it will. I think it'll either be evil Barry, Reverse Flash, or evil Michael Keaton plot twist. Like he lost it over the years and became evil.
Okay. I mean, I guess they're all very plausible, truthfully. So, I mean, the one that I think it's going to be evil Barry. That's the one that I'm going towards. So, and I mean, I think we still have another freaking 2 trailers or like 5 before it comes out.
I hope that they just like own it with Zod, but I really feel like that's going to be a short plot point.
I mean, maybe. I don't know, cuz like I feel like he's going to be like going across all of the movies. Like,
I guess.
Cuz I mean, we've only seen Man of Steel, which only might be a little part. I mean, he might be going through the other movies of the DC extended universe.
That's true, but it's such a mess that who knows which ones he'll go to.
Right? So.
Also, you think that by the end of it, they're going to do Barry thinks he fixes the timeline, and now Ben Affleck is a new character? I really think they're going to use that as a way to get out of Ben Affleck being Batman.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, oh, I fixed the timeline. Oh, not quite. Batman's a little different. He's someone else. But,
right.
Oh, no. It's not Ben Affleck anymore.
So, I guess another thing that we can bring up right now is that James Gunn actually did release a bunch of... He released his slate of DC movies that he wants to do, that he's writing for. And he said they're going to keep Wonder Woman, Aquaman... He said they're going to keep The Flash, but I don't know if he just meant the movie or if he meant the character, Ezra Miller, as The Flash, because...
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we'll have to wait. Time will tell. He said he's going to be doing a new Superman and they're keeping Robert Pattinson's Batman in a separate universe all on its own, and the Joker, but... I think they have to do a new Batman, that means.
Honestly, I think if anything, James Gunn would be better off with like a Superman type story, because he does I don't know if I call it lighthearted humor. Like Guardians of the Galaxy is like pretty PG-13 humor. He does good family humor.
Yeah.
Like he did the Suicide Squad mature stuff well, but honestly, like he could do the kind of Guardians of the Galaxy humor with a Superman movie and make it really good. Because if anything, Superman needs to stop being so fucking dark.
That's fair. I think we could use like a hopeful movie of
Just
Superman.
something that doesn't look so goddamn pale, so lifeless, so fucking gloomy. It's like have some fucking fun with it.
Yeah. I think James Gunn is definitely going to bring that to the character. I mean, was he the one that worked on Evil Kid Superman? What was that movie called?
Brightburn? That
Brightburn?
was his brothers, I think.
That was his brothers?
I think his brothers wrote and directed it, and I'm pretty sure James Gunn was a producer slash funder of the project.
Okay. So he probably had his fun with Dark Superman, so he knows what he wants to do with Superman, I think.
Yeah.
I have faith that we'll see a cool Superman movie, especially with the pictures they showed when he talked about the Superman movie. It was, oh man, I forget the comic book. It like Superman All Star or Superman One More Day or something like that,
okay.
where he's like gonna die soon, and he just like goes around and just saves people.
Okay.
Really cool. I man, if I could find the. Yeah, whatever. But
Yeah.
it's a really good comic book. All right. And next we have real quick. So Attack on Titan. What have you heard that the new season coming out, which is supposed to be part 3 of season 4,
The final season, part 3.
Part 3 is going to be a 1-hour special.
It's, from what I heard, sometime early next month. It's going to be, so early March from the time of recording this. It's going to be 2, I guess you can call it 2 parts, but I heard that it's both like movie length,
Yep.
but it's 1 part. So basically the first movie coming out early March, the second part to be announced.
So, and how do you feel about that?
I don't mind it. I mean, I just want it to be fucking over at this point, and not over as in like I don't want to watch any more of it, but I'm sick of the final season drawn out bullshit. I'm sorry, it's so ridiculous.
It's getting a little ridiculous, yeah. But I do think there is something that they're gonna be doing that I think is gonna be cool. A couple things that kind of lead to this, but so have you heard of the people wanting an anime original ending?
I What do you mean anime original? You mean like original as in not following the manga?
Yeah, so the ending is going to be different than the manga.
I know what happens at the end. I've been spoiled. Not like the details of how it happens, but I know some of the most vital things that will happen, just not how. So I don't know exactly if it's what happens to people that they don't like or if it's how it happens to them.
So there's a couple things that happen throughout the anime that makes it different. So in the manga, it starts with Mikasa saying, "See you later, Eren." And then he wakes up from whatever he just saw, and he's like, "Huh? Mikasa? Why is your hair short?" And she's like, "Why are you crying?" And all this other stuff. So
Yeah.
it's a little bit different than how the anime starts, which the anime starts with a bunch of weird flashes,
Yeah.
and then he wakes up, and then Mikasa's there, and he's like, "Huh? What the?" So people have been speculating, and because in the first season there was Berserker Titan Eren,
Yeah.
where he had the blue eyes, and people have been speculating because in the new poster that came out, Founding Titan Eren has blue eyes,
Oh, yeah.
and everything else we've seen him in so far, he's had green eyes.
Yeah, I wonder, were they actually planning on going back to that?
I think they are.
Because I always thought, like, why did they just ditch that whole thing at the end of season 1 with the blue eyes and the weird absorbing ability? Because he like absorbs Annie's Titan at the end of season 1.
I don't know. It's really weird. So I believe that is like somehow he's tapping into the founding Titan ability, because that is one thing you kind of notice about like the founding Titan or like the founder is that their eyes are kind of like weirdly, they're not blue, but they have like this weird look to them.
I guess, yeah.
So I think they were trying to show that with him having blue eyes instead of green. And I think they're gonna come back to it now. So
Huh. That would be cool if they finally did. I really thought that they just threw that away. Like they were thinking of foreshadowing something, but then they just backed out on it.
yeah, I'm pretty sure they were. But that's the thing though, is that Hashime Isayama, the creator of Attack on Titan, has been involved with the series throughout the anime, throughout its entire run.
Yeah.
So if he's been planning something, it probably was planned.
Yeah, I've shamelessly flipped through the last issue in Barnes Noble multiple times. And just kind of like, it's like I want to know, but I don't.
So do you know, or do you want to know the details?
I've seen like the last like couple panels, and I don't want to. I don't know if I want to talk about it because I like it upsets me that I like know it, but at the same time I don't know how it happened, so I don't know if I want to know.
There's a lot of stuff that you have to go through before. I don't. It's so interesting how he wrote the story, but I don't know, because like I can't talk about it. I'll leave it to you to watch the anime, and don't worry, I'm getting the manga. I'm collecting the whole manga, so
Yeah,
eventually
I
you'll
want
be
to
able
read it all
the
too.
ending.
If you get all of it, I'll borrow it.
I
and read
am.
it all.
I believe I need to get. I'm on volume 25. No, 26, 27, 28.
Out of what, 30?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. It might be like 38.
Okay.
I don't know how many. What was the last volume that when you read it in Barnes and Noble? What was it numbered?
Oh God, I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look.
It's probably like 38 or 40.
I
around
feel like
that,
it's somewhere
right,
between
range.
30 and 40.
So I'm gonna have a big ass collection of just Attack on Titan books.
Yeah, it's me with Chainsaw Man and Spy Family, and I've been reading a lot of popular shonens. I mean, shonen's always popping off, but lately they have a lot popping off because they got Chainsaw Man, Spy Family, Kaiju number 8's a little bit more niche, but I like that subgenre of sci-fi, so I read the shit out of that. What else do they have going on for Shonen Jump? I mean, they have Jujutsu Kaisen still going, I think. Demon Slayer, I don't know if that's done with the manga.
Is it? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not super big into Demon Slayer, but it's not like I'll just ignore the fact that it's ginormous.
My Hero Academia is coming to its end.
That's shonen, I'm assuming.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty big. I don't know if Tokyo Ghoul RE or not, or RE, the one with like the time jump. I guess you can call it like a new series, almost a Shippuden. I saw a lot of reposts of that recently. I don't know if the anime finally just ended and wrapped up. I only just started reading the sequel series manga, and I didn't vibe with it very well. So it's kind of hard to get into, but I really want to see the conclusion.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I don't know. I guess they have been popping off pretty hard.
Yeah, because like shonen always is the biggest thing for manga and anime, but just lately they have so many like new series like all at once blowing up. It's usually like 1 to 2 series at a time that are huge, but like lately it's like holy shit, there's so many new shonens that are blowing up.
I do want to read Demon Slayer.
I just don't find it that interesting.
I don't know. It was one of the first animes I watched. I was like, dang, I like this.
Really? When did the first season come out?
I don't remember.
That's fairly recent, isn't it?
Well, I remember I was able to watch the first season in Mugen Train.
Yeah.
So that was around the time when I started. And then I watched the next season after that, and I was like, this is awesome.
I can appreciate the huge budget and like the spectacle of it, but the story and not all the characters, but some are just so unbearably annoying. Like I can't stand Tanjiro.
You don't like him?
He's obnoxious. He's too perfect. He's too like, I'm sorry, but like I don't find it interesting when the main character is just like pissing kindness like crazy. Like
That's fair.
People are more flawed than that, and I just find it so hard to relate. Like at least the supporting characters like Inosuke and what's the other one's name?
Zenitsu?
Zenitsu. Like at least they're like they have like their own quirks that make them more human.
Yeah. It's funny that freaking Zenitsu is one of my favorite characters, though. I like his backstory.
Yeah, like I like those two. Like they have their own like charm and personality and their own flaws that make them more relatable or like interesting. But Tanjiro is just so fucking annoying. I can't.
That's fair. I can look past it. I feel. I like his character for the most part. I have no I guess qualms with it.
I guess I could say the same for My Hero too, because I'm sorry, Midoriya is not interesting at all.
No, he just wants to save people for the sake of saving people.
The only thing that keeps me in the My Hero world is the fact that the world itself is really cool. Like superhero stuff, it's really hard to get like your attention still pulled into it for like how original you have to be with the abilities, names, and all that stuff. And they do a pretty good job of making it still fresh. It's just Midoriya is not interesting at all.
He's I don't know, because I started reading the manga where pretty much. So I started reading the War arc that just came out, season 6.
Yeah.
And I've been reading up until the new stuff that just came out. And I'm waiting on the next manga to get released.
With Vigilante arc.
Deku.
Yeah,
I
like the panels. They look cool and all that. But I know some people aren't going to be okay with it. And honestly, I can agree. It looks lame in anime form. It doesn't look cool.
That's another thing is that, I don't know, the animators have been slacking because they've been just pushing to get episodes out.
Yeah. And I don't know what the budget is for the company or whoever animates My Hero and stuff, but it's like, it doesn't look that great. I'm not on that level of like comparing side by side of manga panel to anime being like, it doesn't look like that. No shit, it's not going to look like that. But at the same time, it doesn't look that cool. Definitely not in comparison.
Yeah, I mean, I reading the manga was definitely a lot more like, I don't know, visually it was a lot more interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I'm still into the universe though, for sure.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just completely shut my brain out to Dobby being a spoiler. I didn't even put much thought into it that Dobby would be a significant character. But it's like, no, he's, what's his name? Toya. I'm like, oh, okay, that's really cool. And I don't know why I didn't even think of that before.
I was like, dang, he has blue flames. Man, there's only one other fire character. And I was like, man, he has to be his son. And they just never talked anything about it. I'm like, bro, it's going to get revealed.
Yeah. They do it well when it happens, too.
Yeah.
It's really, I love Dobby's dance.
Dude, I love that shit.
And then when he finally charges him and does the prominence.
Oh, dude, that freaking God tier, dude. I love that shit.
That is a good moment. Probably one of the only moments in the show where I was like genuinely like really invested other than the All Might and All for One fight.
Dude, that was one of my favorite fights too. I did have a lot of fun seeing Midoriya and fucking Tomoru Shigaraki fight.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty badass. But then it was like it just got stopped right away. But whatever. One more thing. So Demon Slayer is actually getting a movie released of the next arc.
Oh yeah, is
Or
it
at
gonna
least
be
I think the first episode or
is it
something.
the Love Hashira?
It's the Love Hashira and the snake guy.
They're not getting rid of the hot tub scene. They're not getting rid of the bathhouse scene.
There's a bathhouse scene.
There's a huge petition to get rid of it because the Love Hashira full titties out in the bathhouse for a couple panels, and some people are like, absolutely not. That is inappropriate. I'm like,
they should get over it.
brother. What have you been? What else have you been seeing? There's so many ass and titties in this show.
Right?
There's so much more mature content than like a few panels worth. And in the manga, or not the manga, the anime, I'm assuming it's going to be like less than a minute's worth of just
Right?
fucking foam covered titties for like a scene.
Right? It's not even gonna be that bad.
But they've put their foot down. They have made a statement that the bathhouse scene stays.
I agree. It
Good
must
for
stay.
you, UFO table. Keep them.
I would.
It's just I don't see the big deal.
Exactly.
It's like that is pretty par for the course anime.
I'm not gonna lie. There's probably a lot worse things we've seen in anime before.
I know.
So,
I was gonna say I don't know
like, come
why
on.
why that's suddenly been a big deal to boycott one random titty scene.
Like it's not even. Okay, so they have been like oversizing breasts in the show either way. So, like, why does it matter? Whatever. All right. Moving on to the next anime I wanted to talk about, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So I watched the first arc of it.
So you watched Jonathan Joestar's story.
Yep. I think I was like, dang, all right, this is pretty cool. I don't know, it kind of felt like once the story got going, kind of felt like it was every other anime though.
Yeah, the way I kind of see it. So JoJo's, you've seen Jonathan's story. All the seasons are a different generation of Joestar, or at least a different character.
I kind of figured.
So the way that a lot of people see it is JoJo's part one, kind of boring, kind of meh, and it's just meant to kind of build up to part two, which everyone definitively says is the best part.
Okay.
Part two is like amazing, and then from there it kind of just starts fucking flip flopping. Like some are dog shit, some are really good, some are dog shit, some are But you have part two to look forward to because that one is amazing. I don't think I've ever heard someone even give a hot take that part two is garbage. It's really good.
Okay. Yeah, I have a couple things. I love how every episode ends though, with the to be continued music.
You probably heard that meme
Oh my
format
god.
before.
I was like, no way, this is where it came from.
Have you seen any or noticed any of the music references yet?
The Dio and like all the like metal band kind of guys.
Yeah, so tons of the characters, locations, and stuff like that are all music references, and it only keeps getting more
Like,
and more blatant.
isn't there one guy that's just like pretty much Led Zeppelin?
I'm trying to
Like,
remember.
I forget his
There's-
name, but it's kind of like Led Zeppelin.
Do you mean in the
In the
Zeppeli?
Yeah, Zeppeli.
Zeppeli, and then huge ones, Speedwagon.
Speedwagon.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other ones that aren't. Part two, there's a character named AC/DC. And then
it.
you haven't seen anything like Stands yet, so
No, I have to keep getting into it more. But yeah,
No.
I do dig the style and look of the show though.
is the vast muscly men
Dude,
getting to
oh
you?
my god. It is so outrageous. I love it. Everyone's just a beefcake, dude.
The one thing I say to anyone who I talk to JoJo's about, they're like, the thing you have to just get over with JoJo's if you want to watch it is it's fucking gay.
It is.
It's so fucking gay.
I was watching it with a chick, and I was like, I'm not gonna lie. I think this show's kind of gay. Like it might have been made for gay people.
Yeah,
And then she's like, "Yep, I think I could see that."
it's really good. You just have to get, again, like it's never gonna go away, and it's extremely self-aware that it's there, and it kind of just flamboyantly shoves it in your face, like, yeah,
Right.
this shit doesn't go away.
Because I think I watched the first couple episodes of the part 2 arc or story arc.
With Joseph. I
Yeah,
think.
with Joseph, and they're on the bridge or whatever, and then he just like flexes or whatever and rips his jacket off. I was like, that's badass. I wish I could do that.
You'll probably see another meme format there with the Pillar Men when they show up.
Okay.
It's like this Egyptian themed song that plays when the villains show up.
Oh god. All right. I'm ready for it.
It's God. I don't know what else I can say about JoJo's without like getting into spoiler stuff with you though.
I mean, I'll try and finish season 2 pretty quick here, but
I really want to sometime watch a long time ago, maybe in like the late 80s or 90s, they made a JoJo series for part 3. Like part 3 has its own anime series from the like late
crazy.
80s or 90s, and I love the style of it. Like part 3 I don't think is a super strong. It's an extremely important part of the story. I don't think it's a very good part, but it's has some extremely iconic moments, and I love
Okay.
the way it's animated for like the old school anime
Yeah,
style.
I dig it. I might watch it because there also another JoJo's Bizarre Adventure that came out in like the 2000s.
You might be just thinking of the old one. People refer to it as the OVA,
So is that because like I've seen like comparisons between
like an old JoJo's and a new one. That's
yeah,
probably the OVA for season 3.
okay,
It's the art called Stardust Crusaders.
okay, okay, that makes sense. I was like, man, this one's like not as interesting looking.
The new one?
The old one.
Really? I thought it looked really cool.
I mean, like visually, because like you look at the new series and you're like, wow, I could stare at this and just be like mesmerized a little bit.
Oh yeah, the art
Not in
style
a
is
gay,
super.
not in a gay way. Not in a gay way.
The art style is super prominent. There's just no distinguishing JoJo's with something else, like misdistinguishing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I think that's all I really have to say about JoJo's until I get the next part, arc, whatever, watched through. So,
Yeah, you'll get through it.
all right. But so the last thing that we have to talk about today is Chainsaw Man season finale. What did you think of like I guess the whole just like Chainsaw Man first season?
I thought it was okay. I thought it ends way too soon.
I thought the same.
If I hadn't read the manga prior, I would have been extremely underwhelmed by this first season. Honestly, just the fact that I know what's gonna happen keeps me interested.
Yeah.
But other than that, if I was going into it with a blank slate, I'd be like, "That's it."
Yeah, that's where I was like, man, we didn't even get to see anything like I thought they were gonna at least end on the Bomb Devil arc or whatever.
Yeah. Instead, that's the teaser.
Yeah. I was like, okay. People have been speculating that the Bomb Devil arc is gonna be a movie too.
That'd be kind of cool.
I mean,
I
I'm
suppose
down.
it could work as
I'm
one
down.
big movie.
But yeah, then they have to be like so then they might be kind of like taking the Demon Slayer route or doing like a season
That'd be a big
movie.
hype, honestly. I'd go see a Chainsaw Man
Dude,
movie.
I would too. Fuck yeah. Dude, especially they could make that one visually look interesting as well.
The Mugen Train for Chainsaw Man.
Oh my god, yes. Dude, I would love to see that.
Yes.
I would go to theaters for that. I already thought about going to theaters to see the Demon Slayer. First, it was like an hour. They said it was like the first episode or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, it's only sub. I don't know if I could just
I
look
could do it probably.
I mean, I could, but then I'd like, I don't know, because like I'm not technically like watching it. I'm looking at words and then looking at words, and then like, I can't do both.
Yeah, I guess. They should put the Attack on Titan movies in theaters.
Oh my god, yes. That'd be so badass.
That'd be really cool. They recently, I think, released another Sword Art Online movie for theaters.
That's insane. Why?
I've been rewatching through it. I'm back on Gun Gale.
Really? I think I'm still on the first season. I think I'm on like episode 10. And then I was like, all right, let me watch something else.
Yeah, I tried watching that and Seraph of the End again. And Seraph of the End's a little difficult to watch too. That was
Never watched it, so
that
I wouldn't know, man.
the original animators of Attack on Titan.
Okay.
A year or two after they made the first couple seasons of Attack on Titan, they made another anime about like vampires and the apocalypse, and it was kind of oddly similar to Attack on Titan just because it was like apocalypse. I was wronged and my family was killed by vampires. I will kill all the vampires. Titans, I mean vampires.
Titans, I mean vampires. Yeah, okay, yeah, I dig it.
Yeah.
I could watch it.
Just don't watch it dub. It's awful.
Okay.
I'm not a huge advocator for sub only, but sometimes there's dubs so bad, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I can't.
That's fair. I get that. But yeah, did you like the final fight between Katana Man and Chainsaw Man?
It was cool.
I thought it was cool.
I think Prime was just the Leech Devil fight.
Yeah. Leech Devil fight was definitely my favorite.
That was so much extra too. Like it's not even that detailed in the panels in the manga. It's really not.
They added a lot of detail where they didn't need to, and I was like, yes.
It was really cool. Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully they kill it in the Bomb Devil movie or season, whatever they do next. I think they're gonna do a movie, truthfully.
I hope so, because Demon Slayer was a really cool start to like normalizing making anime movies.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, anime movies exist at times, but it's usually non-canon, or even if it is canon, it's not like as big of a deal as shipping it to theaters, which honestly, they don't really pay animators that much in Japan,
No,
so
they don't.
you can make so much profit, like the money spent versus the box office return for anime movies can be ginormous.
Yeah, so I believe the box office return was like so huge for the Mugen Train that they gave a lot of like the extra money that they had to the animators.
Yeah, which they deserve because they get paid dicks.
Hell yeah. Like I hope, I really hope it gets normalized more.
Yeah, because it's really cool. I really want to see more like Japanese animated movies in theaters too. Like every now and then, maybe your local theater will do a binge of the Studio Ghibli movies or something. But
oh, speaking of Studio Ghibli, I watched Spirited Away.
Really, for the first time ever?
Yeah.
I love that movie. It's
Dude,
great.
That movie is really good. I liked it.
I thought it's really wholesome. I remember every year when I was little, Cartoon Network would play it once a year.
Oh, dude.
Maybe sometime around Chinese New Year or something like that. But I remember that was like playing every year, and even when I was little, I didn't know what the hell it was called. But I'm like, I want to watch this every time it's on. It's so cool looking.
Mm-hmm.
I started binging through some Ghibli movies maybe a year ago, but then I kind of slowed down because they're so like wholesome and nice. I feel like I want to save my first experiences with them when I need them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I watched Spirited Away, Ponyo, Princess Mononoke, which most Ghibli movies are really like down to earth and wholesome. Princess Mononoke is not. It's very violent. It's extremely dark at times.
Okay, I want to watch that one.
That one's a bit different. But yeah, Mononoke, Spirited Away, Ponyo. I watched Kiki's Delivery Service. I really like that one. That one's like a universe where witches exist.
Okay.
And they all had to like pick their careers at a certain age, like at a young girl's age, and she decides to be a delivery woman in a huge city, so she's literally like a delivery witch. It's so wholesome. And then I don't know if I've seen any other ones. I'm kind of drawing a blank. Oh no, Howl's Moving Castle. That's another really good one.
I know there's like My Neighbor
Totoro, I think.
Yeah.
I still need to watch that. That's a really iconic one with the big gray. What do you call him? Is he a bear? Is he a rabbit? I don't know.
He's a creature.
Yeah. That's probably one of the big ones I haven't seen. There's some other ones too. I think he did one or two like 3D animated ones within recent years.
Okay.
But yeah, I think one of the only really huge ones I still haven't seen is My Neighbor Totoro.
Okay. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch that one. Well, considering I just got Spirited Away done, and now I have HBO Max.
They have a whole Ghibli section.
I know. I'm like, I'm ready to watch all of these.
Yeah,
one thing though
good.
is I do think they're a little long.
They can be.
I don't know. 2 hours. I feel like an hour or 50. Like, it's just like, wow. All right. I'll do it though.
The two that you probably see the most for are Spirited Away and My Neighbor Totoro for like merch and seeing it everywhere. Princess Mononoke is some people's favorites because it's like the hot takes. It's like the more mature one.
Okay.
And then I hear a lot of people say Howl's Moving Castle is their favorite too. That one's really nice. Stuff like Kiki's and Ponyo don't get as much attention, but Ponyo's kind of interesting because the English dub has a lot of iconic American actors.
Oh.
They have Liam Neeson, and I think it was Miley Cyrus voices a character. I can't remember if it was Ponyo or if it was someone else.
Crazy.
But I remember Liam Neeson's voice sticking out right away.
For sure, yeah, definitely. But I mean, is there anything else we want to go over today?
No, I think we're good. I kind of want to watch Studio Ghibli movies now.
I know. Now that we're talking about it.
And they make me hungry just thinking about them. God, those movies make food look so good.
Dude, yeah.
The giant dumplings that they eat and they turn into pigs.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
All right.
God.
Okay. I think we're gonna call it here, guys. Again, thank you guys for listening through our whole ramble and whatnot. What did you guys think of the news? What did you guys think of the Flash trailer? What do you know, let us know about that in the comments down below. What is your favorite Studio Ghibli movie?
Yeah, that is a good one. What is your favorite Studio Ghibli movie? Do you think The Flash is going to be good? What's your take on the villain? Who's going to be the main villain?
Right. But with all that being said, remember to comment, like, subscribe. Real quick, shout out to our
thumbnail artist?
our thumbnail artist.
I still believe it's nekochin.
Nekochin, yeah. Thank you, Nekochin, and I think we're out here.
Yep. Have a good one.
And check out our social media links down below.
Yep. Have a good one.
See ya. Deuces.